Hi everyone, welcome to my September budgeting video. My name is Ray and I do low tech, low income budgeting for families. We are a family of 4 and we're working with a fairly low income. So I thought I would just go over our September numbers with you. They're a little bit different than other months for a couple different reasons, but I'll get into that in a minute. And one thing I just wanted to say real quickly and apologize for is the setup. Zero tripod. I have the camera up resting on a chair, resting on a stool. I am on the floor amid the chaos of, where my children play, and they are in bed right now, so hopefully all will be quiet for you. But I just do apologize for the silly setup, but I think you all can understand if you're a parent out there and you're just trying to, get by. So here we have it. What I have done is I have filled in most of the numbers, and then I actually filled in the totals and then went and whited them out because I thought it would be fun to do something along with you guys. So I'm going to zoom in and I will get you started and I will explain how my budget works. So at the top of the worksheet, we have income, and we have our normal paychecks, and then we have our other income. Excuse all these little floaters. So I'm expecting Jeremy's income this month to be closer to $1,400, but I just do $375 just in case he has to leave work an hour early or something like that to pick up the kids. So we just budget a little lower. So $1,375 each of his paychecks, and then mine the first week of the first paycheck that I'm working is a shorter week than all the rest. So I'm budgeting $700 for the first paycheck and $900 for the second paycheck. Now we're going to go into what I call fixed essentials, which I say fixed in parentheses because they are not always the same. And I should put essentials in parentheses too because they're not all essential. But for now, this is kind of what we have deemed. I'll just put this over here and move the calculator over here. It's what we, no. Sorry. It's what we just feel like we can afford to pay for and want to pay for, as well as the essentials. So first being mortgage and rent. And for reasons that I will explain in a different video, we have our mortgage payments split up between 2 different places, and actually we just fully paid this one off, so we won't have that payment anymore. And we are in the middle of switching up our housing situation, so it's only going to look this cheap maybe for a couple of months. So bear with me. It's really more like $1,000 more than this, but right now, for reasons I will explain in a different video, it's only $200. So we got $200 for the mortgage, 63 for propane, 45 for electric, 45 for trash, 55 for internet. My phone is going to be a little bit more expensive than normal this month. Normally it's only 47, but it's a pay as you use it kind of thing, and I went a little bit over on data last month. So $57. Jeremy's is 45. Jeremy's health insurance 138. My health insurance comes directly out of my check. Car insurance is extremely low this month. Normally it's $120, and this month we had like a big credit on ours because we've been with the insurance company for a certain amount of time. So we got a big break just this one month. So normally you'll see that at $120, life insurance $30, Amazon subscription $7, Spotify $11, New York Times subscription $4, and then allowances. I know these are not essential, but they are fixed. They're always the same. So we give each adult $75 a month, and then the kids allowance is $28 split between them. So we're going to quickly total up these numbers and find out the total. Let's turn on the calculator. All right, can you guys see that? Yeah, 200 plus 63 plus 45 plus 45 plus 55 plus 57 plus 45 plus 138 plus 17 plus 30 plus 7 plus 11 plus 4 plus 150 plus 28 equals $8.95. So like I said, that is very low for this section, and it's all due to the cheap rent. Moving on to the variable essentials. We've got food is high at $6.75, but we've been struggling with that one, so we're trying our best to get it lower. Gas $1.60, household $1.50, and unbudgeted, I used to do 0, but there would always be something that was unbudgeted, and then it would kind of mess with my numbers as far as how much money I was putting in sinking funds and stuff. So I just keep 75 at unbudgeted, and if I go over, then I have to figure it out. But if I'm under, then at least I have extra money that I can throw towards a sinking fund instead of having to take it away from a sinking fund. So we're going to calculate out these numbers. 675 plus 160 plus 150 plus 75 equals 1060. And then if we add 1060 to the 895, we get 1955. And then down here, extra, that can be debt or certain things that are coming up in the month. If there's going to be an anniversary or a wedding, or we're traveling somewhere, there's going to be a big expense that we haven't really particularly saved for. That's where this extra payment goes in. And this month it is a dental bill. So obviously 150 is 150, and then we add it to the 1955. Sorry, 2105. So that's the total for this column. And then we're going to move to the next column, which is what I call sinking funds or cash envelopes, depending on which category it is. And so really quickly, the numbers: giving is at 40, clothes at 75. This is clothes for both of my kids and Jeremy and I. Entertainment is at 100, and entertainment is kind of high. Especially right now, since we can't really go anywhere except for outdoors, which is generally free. But this also includes our eating out budget. So usually about $40 to $50 of this per month is for eating out. And we haven't actually been spending this much money, but I'm just letting it accumulate for now when we can afford it, so that maybe later when things start opening up, we can go to things like dance classes, or Jeremy likes to do singing classes, or my kids want to do gymnastics or something like that. We can use some of that money for that. Childcare, I used to keep some of this in a cash envelope, but that's all moved electronically now. Kids is at $75, and kids fund is generally used to buy things for the children that aren't clothes or that aren't family entertainment. Like if they want a treat, or we've been going on a lot of camping trips, and I always like to buy them a new book that they can read. So books are a big thing. And then we also had to get a lot of camp supplies for them to go to camps this year. There were extra fees because of health-related concerns, and so they needed to get masks and different art supplies and things to keep separate from the other kids. So there were some costs there. Laundry's at $80. I know it's high. We do not have a laundry machine, and the laundromat near us is really expensive. So I go there once a week. It ends up being about $20 a week. Kids' birthdays. This is a little high to me, $50 a month. But for my daughter's birthday, we always, if we're going to have kids over, it has to be at a facility that we pay for. We can't have them in our house for reasons I will explain later. And for my son's birthday, we can have them here because his is in the summer, but hers is a winter birthday. So we need to go somewhere else, and it usually costs a lot to have it at another facility. So that's why it's high. We don't actually spend that much money on birthday presents. Holiday and special events are like for holidays that aren't kids' birthdays or Christmas. And it also includes like gifts to families, members, birthdays, or little going away gifts or wedding gifts or baby shower gifts or whatever. It's really pretty low right now, but that's what we can afford to do. Christmas is at $50 a week because we tried to save up $600 if we can for everything for Christmas. Garden's at $40 a month because we do a big veggie garden in the spring and summer. And there are some expensive things associated with that, like including watering systems, timers, and then just like seeds and starts. Medical's at $50. We need to up that, but for now it's at $50. Outdoor gear, we like to do a lot of camping and like to have a fund for that. And then electronics, the only reason why electronics is even there is because the kids are not going to school and they are doing distance learning and we need to buy a new printer. So right now we're just saving up for that. That was long-winded, but let's go ahead and add up all those numbers. We have 40 plus 75 plus 100 plus 75 plus 80 plus 50 plus 30 plus 50 plus 40 plus 50 plus 25 plus 100 equals $715. $715 plus the running total down here of $2105. $28.20. There are all these little strings. Okay. Now, bank savings is the true sinking fund. So we have our house savings, which is essentially like home maintenance and home insurance and stuff like that. Our car is at $150. That includes saving for a new car, but it also includes maintenance fees and registration fees and AAA fees. Camp and school is just school-related costs and then saving up for summer camps for them. Childcare is at $200 a month. Retirement's at $200 a month. I'll explain that in a different video. Vacation I usually have at 0 because that's the last thing to be funded, but because our rent payment, mortgage payment is so low this month, I'm throwing $100 there, and then general is $150. I wish we could do general savings at $250, but for now I'm comfortable with doing $150 because we have other things going on. So 200 plus 150 plus 165 plus 200 plus 200 plus 100 plus 150 equals 1165. And if we add 2820 plus 1165 gives us a grand total of $3,985. So if we go up here, we can say the total budgeted was $3,985. And then I forgot, you guys didn't remind me, I'm sure you did, you were screaming at your screens like, hey, you didn't total your income. But hey, there we go. So the way I do it is I always leave, if I can, a significant amount less budgeted than the income. And then I can hope to take the $365 and put it in these savings accounts accordingly. But at least I have a little sense of like, there's some wiggle room. So this bottom section is filled out at the end of the month, so I will just zoom you guys out a little bit and say thank you so much for stopping by, checking out our September budget, and I will be back at the end of the month to close it all out and check back to see about weekly updates and how I do those. But anyway, have a great day, evening, life, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.